Good evening, junkies. Welcome to EminiJunkie.com, your ES Trading Mentor's free trading video for Thursday, October 13th, 2011. Today we had a total of 15 executable trade signals for a max potential of 18 ES ticks. This video is for educational purposes only, is intended to highlight our high probability trade setups and give you a feel for the quantity of trades taken each trading day using this approach. A full trading plan and daily live trading room can be accessed via our website at EminiJunkie.com. Okay, before the market even opened, we had an opportunity to go with what we consider a high probability half gap trade. That fired right around 8:40 this morning. We were able to get our first contract off, and under our normal trade circumstances, we would have even had T2. But because this was a half gap scenario, we were going for the halfway distance between our entry price and our 4 o'clock close. So we were looking for the market to push up closer to 96.75, 97 area, and we just didn't quite make it up there before the market opened, and then the market got into its normal rig and roll with the open. So we ended up getting stopped out of that position for a -2 loss on the initial opening bell there. We did open at 1194.50, and the market kind of just kept going sideways, and then ultimately came down through our moving average, pulled back to it, gave us a nice signal entry to the downside. That did produce targets 1 and targets 2 for 10 ticks. Then as we came back up through our moving average, we did not get a valid trade entry, and that is due to the relationship of our gold line here. But it did reset our signal, and when the market pushed down here to the Globex low, when it made this little, whoops, sorry about that. When it pushed down to the Globex low and pulled back here, that's when we did get an actual signal to get short. That did produce targets 1 and targets 2 for 7 ticks there to the downside. 10 o'clock reversal time kind of came and went. We put in a temporary low here initially, and then came up through our moving average. Gave us a nice signal entry to the long side. That one did end up for 11 ticks, and as we came back down through the moving average, you can see this one we cut through, pulled back, gave us a signal entry short. That one produced targets 1 and targets 2 for 9 ticks. So the morning was going pretty good all the way up until this next push higher. We did get targets of 1 and 2 for 13 ticks, but then we started heading into a little bit of consolidation. There was this push down at the 10:45 confirmation time, did hit targets 1 and 2 for 8, and then things started turning for the worst. You can see we kind of went into this period of chop that's really started heading into 11 o'clock, and didn't end until the lunchtime dead zone. And we basically took back to back to back stop outs. Now the first two were full stop outs, -14, and then the last one was we were able to get our first contract off, but it ultimately got stopped as well. So right here in the last half hour of the trading session, before we hit the lunchtime dead zone, we gave up 30 ticks. So you know, the morning was going great up until this point, but that really kind of put a damper on the end of the morning session. Then we just kind of have to sit on our hands for the lunchtime dead zone. That's there between 11:30 and 1:15, and wait for the market to get back to what we consider to be higher volume and adequate trading. And there was no signals for that first 45 minutes or so, but as we came across that previous day's retest, this was the low from the previous day, we went up, hit that level, came down through our moving average, gave ourselves a signal short that produced targets 1 and targets 2 for 8 tick, and then we got into a pretty similar environment that we were in this morning. You can see this consolidation here, how it's just kind of back and forth, and it got us again. We had another full stop out, T0 -14, another reduced risk, or T1 stop out for -2, and then another full stop out, T0 -14. Then the market just popped out of what was a flag channel forming, set up a nice extension long, and we were able to get back 14 of those ticks that we lost. But you can see here in this consolidation period, we gave up another 2 full stop outs and a partial, so another 30 points, so or 30 ticks. So when it's all said and done, we should feel quite fortunate. We ended up with 15 trades, 18 ES ticks, and that's even after giving up 60 ticks there at the end of both those sessions. Doing the full stop outs and whatnot. So days like today are tough. The market, we had a high probability gap. The market just wouldn't fill it for the first half of the day. It pushed down, kept going lower. Then it reversed. And if you take a look at a 5-minute chart, we had some real nice patterns set up from a swing standpoint. Started off with an inverted head and shoulder pattern, broke out of that, went up to its 50% target level, came back, retested the neckline breakout, and then ultimately hit its 100% level. So from a longer term pattern perspective, things were great today. Executing every signal in our system. A lot of frustration because you gave up a lot of full stop outs. But if you hung in there, you still ended up with 15 trades for 18 ES ticks. I want to thank you for watching. For more details on this plan, including all the chart setups, or to join our live trading room and video newsletter, please visit EminiJunkie.com or just simply click the link at the top of the screen. Thanks, and make it a great day.